Hi, good evening, Preeti ma'am. How are you?
Yes, Ashutosh, I'm good, doing well. What about you? It has been really long that I met you over phone.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so fantastic, and I'm enjoying my process, I would say. So, of course, it's been really long. So, how have you been, and how are the things with you nowadays?
Yeah, it has been we met long ago. Like it was Corona period that we met, and
Mhm.
that time we are doing practicing in speaking English. After that, a lot of changes occurs in my life, and I could say all that changes are in very positive way. Like at that time, I was holding with my degrees and I was searching for any job. And meanwhile, I got BPSC teacher, government teacher job, so that's good in my life. And yeah, now I'm teaching to the students. And one more thing I'd say that at that time I want to improve my music skills, right? So that opportunity I also got in my school. So these all positive changes occurs in my life. And what about you? Like I'm listening and watching all the videos of your YouTube. Like it is a good, tremendous, success for you also. You have hit like 15K subscriber, I think. So your
Yeah,
videos are
exactly. Of
also
course. Yeah, of course. I continued with the YouTube. I have around 17,000 plus subscribers now. I'm trying to create quality content for the people, and I'm trying to improve myself as a spoken English trainer or as an English speaker. That's what I do. Yes, at that time I was learning English, I was practicing with the people, but now I train people and I conduct sessions for my students. So that's how it is. Even though I became a trainer, I would say. So that's
yes.
what I am doing. So yes, ma'am, as you are joining me for the first time on my YouTube channel, would you mind introducing yourself?
Okay, yes, I am Priti Kanodia and I am from Dhanbad, Jharkhand, and I have completed my masters in English honors, and now I am a teacher. I'm teaching students and enjoying teaching. This is all about me.
Oh,
Apart from it, if I say about my hobby, reading books, traveling, dancing, and music also tempts me. So this is all I am.
okay, that's great to hear. So now recently, as you told me, so now you joined in a government school and you are a government teacher, right? If I'm not
Yes,
wrong.
Ashutosh.
Oh, that's wonderful. So congratulations for that, because everybody is looking for
Thank
the
you so
government
much.
jobs, and it's very difficult nowadays. There is a cut-throat competition to get a government job, right? So you are fortunate enough to get one for you. I feel you're really fortunate. So that's really
Yeah,
nice to. And just tell me, like, how's your teaching experience and how long have you been teaching there?
okay. Like in this school, it has been like about 8 or 9 months. So
Mhm.
my experience is very good over here because the students and the teacher, all other teachers are actually very good. They are very emotional, and they really require knowledge. So this time BPSC hired some teacher who are actually working for them, and we are enjoying with them, I can say. Before this I was in my place, like I was in Jharkhand, and there also I was taking some home tuitions. So always I enjoy this thing.
Oh, that's great. So, like, what about the standards of your students? Like primary school or secondary or like middle class? What's that?
Secondary, like I'm a teacher of 9th 10th grade students, but in my school the campus is from 1 to 12. Like students are coming from class 1 to class 12, right? But I am the
Mhm.
teacher of class 9 and 10.
Oh, that's really nice. And so, where are you at this moment? You are in Bihar.
Yes, I'm in Bihar, and that is Patta is the capital of Bihar, right? In that Maner.
Okay, so you are teaching in the capital city of Bihar, and you left your place to teach here, right? Because you are a
Right.
government teacher, so you have to be here now.
Yeah, I can say that I am fortunate enough, and it's like it's very difficult also because at this moment you have to leave your family, and I am like some, you can say, emotional type of person, so I miss a lot. but it's a proverb, no, that क्या नौकरी कीमत मांगती है, means you have to pay somewhere. If you want to get something,
Exactly.
you have to pay somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Without paying, you need sacrifices for something. If you want, you have to lose something. So here you came with your family, like your daughters and your husband is here in Patna.
No, not right now, because there is a well set up business of my husband in Jharkhand. So it's not
Mhm,
possible that at once he come with me, right? And what happened, like one of my daughter is reading in a hostel, so it's okay, she's well
mhm.
set. And one of my daughter is very small, so what happens, sometimes she is living with me and sometimes she is living with her dad. So in this way we are managing the things. Like it will take 2 or 3 years that we will she will go to any school like play school or any school. So for 2 or 3 years we have to manage things in this way only. So
Oh,
sometime
yes.
I'm
Okay,
going to
that's good.
Jharkhand.
Mhm. You go to Jharkhand and you stay
Yeah,
with your family members. Mhm.
yeah. Sometime my husband and my family come to me because I'm feeling very, lonely over here. So sometimes they
Mhm.
come to me so that I can enjoy. So in this way, things are managing nicely, and I'm very thankful to God that He has planned very nicely, and everything is going good.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Okay. So what do you teach especially? What is your subject? Namely, what do you
Yeah,
teach to students?
my subject is English.
Wow,
I'm
that's
teaching English.
wonderful.
Yeah.
So you are teaching English in a CBSE school. What about the syllabus? Is it CBSE or Bihar
Yeah,
especially? Mhm,
Bihar board. It is like Bihar board.
mhm,
Like English books are there, literature books are there.
mhm.
Okay, and apart from it, some grammar session like active, passive, narration, preposition, noun, like the basic syllabus of grammar that I have to teach, and literature book is there. So I have to teach stories to
Yeah,
the
exactly.
students.
In our UP board or Bihar board, we focus a lot on grammar actually. But in CBSE, I don't think so. They teach a lot of grammar. They are mainly into books or right. So they are into this English especially. But in Bihar board or UP board, both we have to teach them grammar
Mhm.
as well. So you are taking care of grammar part as well as a teacher of English.
Definitely,
Yeah, it's
definitely.
important, of course. It's an important part of the language. So, okay. So, as you became a teacher and now you're teaching there, and it's been 8 or 9 months. So, but how your day looks like? I'm curious to know that how do you schedule your day and how your day looks like?
Okay, like I can say from morning to up to 5 o'clock, it is quite busy. Like I have to wake up early morning, 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the morning. Then I do some exercises and walk because it is very essential to keep yourself fit, right? So this thing
Mhm.
I'm doing in morning on regular basis. Then I make my breakfast, clean my room, ready for the school, and go to the school. It means distance also takes 45 minutes approx. And
Mhm.
in the school, like I'm teaching students, playing with them. Sometimes we are discussing something with my colleagues. So this all like 4 o'clock. I came back to my home, take a tea.
Okay,
Yes,
so do you
this
prepare food
all.
for yourself?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I thought you eat outside. And what about this? Do you live in a campus or teacher's quarter or something, or you have to rent any house or room for
Yeah,
yourself?
I have to rent a house. Like Maner is not a very big city, so apartment is not there, right? What is
Mhm,
happening? Like there are many houses there, and
mhm.
like ground floor the owner is living, and they are rented a second and third floor. In this way, we are living.
Okay, so
So
you are living in Maner only?
yeah, I'm living in Maner only.
Then also it takes 45 minutes for you to reach your school. Why don't you live close to
Yeah.
your school? Mhm.
Yes, because no, like as a government teacher, I am posted in a village that is very small village, right?
Okay,
Therefore, basic
the
things also
facilities
you
are
have
not
to
there.
come Maner. Yeah, the facilities are not there. For basic things, you have to come to Maner. So it would nice to live here because you will
Okay, you
get
get the
basic.
facilities and So Maner is the nearest town from your school where you get all the basic facilities and you do not have to travel a lot for buying things. But if you would live close to your school, you would have to go to Maner to buy things. So that's why you live in Maner and you travel for your school every day from morning and evening, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so how do you travel? By scooter, right? Two-wheeler? Or do you
No,
use general transport?
local transport, that is auto. With
Okay, share
auto we have
auto.
to go, and then we have to walk also for 1 kilometer approx to reach our school,
Yeah, that's good for
because
your health.
yeah, I'm thinking the same. But at the in summertime it is like really very difficult. We are carrying an umbrella,
Yes,
and
it's
after
scorching
that
hot.
it's like sweating.
Yeah, exactly. In a scorching hot, it's very difficult. I can understand, of course. Because in the morning, it's fine when you go there. But if you are coming back at 4, so sometimes it's really hot outside at 4 and 4:30 as well. So then it's difficult. Yeah, but you have to manage it because you have to pay cost for this government job. So,
See, means not for
okay.
a government job only, whatever thing you are doing,
Or
like
or
yeah,
anything, of course. If you
for
are doing a
anything we have
private
to
job
do
also, you have to
something.
do. Mhm.
Yes.
Exactly. So another thing, what about spoken English? Are you able to do something specific for spoken English?
I didn't get you. Can you
I
repeat
asked
yourself?
that
Yeah.
that are you able to do something for spoken English particularly for
Okay.
practice? Mhm.
For whom? Like for myself or for someone
Yes,
else?
for yourself. For yourself, do you do
Okay.
practice
Yeah.
spoken English? Do you speak to someone? What do you do to improve your English? Even though being an English teacher, spoken English is totally different thing, right?
Right. I'm completely agree with you. So in my case, what happened, like very well, at the time of Corona period, I did a lot of conversation with so many people,
Mhm.
right? But after that, it is not regular. Means regularly, I'm
Mhm.
not doing practicing with no with different people. But I'm listening something like in YouTube. I'm listening something, um, some good YouTubers you can say, like sometimes you also. I'm listening some conversation, and then like
Mhm.
I'm reading something you right now, like some books are there, and I
Yes,
have to read all that books to teach a student. So I'm doing
exactly.
something in this way, but exactly I'm not having
But mainly you're
conversation
not
with people.
practicing English, but you're
Yeah,
reading, you're listening, you're doing writing also sometimes, right? You have to
yeah,
check the notebooks of your students so you are able to pick grammatical mistakes also, but you do not do
Mhm.
that practice, right?
Practice.
So,
Yes,
yeah, but
yes.
that is very important. All these things are okay, but you have to speak to the people. So, how's the environment in your school? Can't you speak English with your students sometimes?
Like the environment is, if you say about English, the level of education is very low now, right? And
Mhm.
we are trying our best to improve, to making some improvement in students. But now it is like we have to start from very basics. Now they are
Scratch. Mhm.
now they it is difficult for them to understand basic English structure, basic English sentences. So it's actually some difficult for us also, but we are doing our best, and students are also cooperating. They are like, ma'am, we want to learn it, ma'am, how to read it. So they are also doing their best. So we think, or I think, there would be some improvement or progress in few months or
In the
in few
future.
years. Yeah,
Mhm.
in future. Yeah.
Exactly. Means at this time, it's very difficult for them to pick spoken English because, of course, English is a difficult subject for us in UP, Bihar, or all these states. We have a phobia of English. When it comes to spoken English, we do not even think about it. So yes, we are typically focusing on that syllabus and getting good marks in exam. And for spoken English, it's very difficult in government schools, especially local. In the places, as you
Yeah.
said, you are teaching in a village, not in a proper city. It's not Patna. So
So yeah, Ashutosh, like I want to say here that I am also from Bihar. Like my education is in Bihar. So when for myself, I was learning this language. So it was very, very difficult for me also at the time of speaking with a stranger also. I'm feeling, nervous. There is lots of Hindi words are there. But yeah, with practice, everything you can do.
Yes,
Sorry.
yes, we can learn by practice. We can learn many things by practice. Of course, even though I was not able to speak English 4 years ago when I started my journey in 2020, but now at least I can speak a little. I can manage conversations. I can
You
talk to
are
people from all
you
around the
are
world.
great,
So
not little. Like you
not
are
a
speaking
great
great,
actually.
not little.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
I'm also
speak and
a
I can
big
handle
fan of you.
conversations. Oh,
I
thank
am
you.
also
Thank
a
you.
big fan of you, and like I was longing to connect with you from since very long, right?
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry for late response actually. So, okay. So that another question goes to you, as you said, like it was really difficult for you. So what hurdles mainly did you face while learning spoken English? And when did you start learning spoken English mainly, not written
Okay.
English?
Okay, like it was like when I was reading in class 8 or 9, right? I have some cousins who are from Bombay and they are speaking English very well. They are speaking good
Mhm.
English. And it was like I was looking at them. I want to speak like them, right? But I don't
Mm.
know how to speak. I was reading something, lots of things I was reading, but never like I'm able to speak it, right?
Mhm.
Like I can say 7 or 8 years passed and I was continuously practicing, continuously trying to improve myself. I learned so many vocabs, but at the time of speaking I'm not able to speak. I don't have any confidence, right? So what happened in corona period, only I got some group where people are speaking in English, and that is the only way I learned this language, how to speak you, how to present myself in this language. This is the only way. If you actually want to speak in English, you have to speak simple. Like you
Right.
have to speak. Yeah, this is the only way. No matter how much grammar you know, no matter how many vocabs you know, right? It will no refine it, like vocabs, grammar. It will make it more beautiful. But the basic
Mhm.
things you will learn only by speaking and listening. That is my experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, how many hours you used to give when you started your journey in the beginning? Like, you would
Yeah.
speak to people for 2 hours, three
Mhm.
hours. Uh,
So four
how
or
much
five
time did you
hours,
give?
4 or 5 hours I was giving at that time, because I had this much time only for me at that time. 4 or 5 hours. I was like I was crazy to learn this language, and whatever time left from my schedule, like I have to cook meal for my family, I have
Hmm.
to teach students, and after that whatever time is left for me, that is 4 or 5 hours, and totally I just devote to this group, devote to speak English, you can say. Yeah.
Okay, so apart from speaking to people, at that time, did you practice tongue twisters, speaking in front of mirror? Have you tried these activities a little? Because when I started, I tried everything, to be honest. I used to speak in front of camera, front of mirror. I would speak to myself. When I would travel, I would talk to myself. I tried many things and listening to native speakers, listening to Indian speakers. So what especially you did apart from speaking to people, and whom did you follow to improve your English?
Okay. Like yeah, talking with myself is the one. Like I'm thinking that everyone is doing that, because talking with
Mm-hmm.
the self is the easiest and the toughest job, right? So
Mm-hmm.
this thing I was also doing. And like when I was listening some YouTubers, I was trying to copy them.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever they are saying, if I like the content and the way they are speaking, I'm trying to copy them. Like I am speaking the same thing in my way. So this thing I was doing at that time, and
Okay.
talking with
You were
yeah,
trying to
reading.
imitate some YouTubers,
Hmm.
imitate or shadowing practice, we call it. So we try to speak in the same manner they do, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. So that you did while practicing English. Okay, that's all about English. So right now, do you face any problem? Do you feel you should improve more?
Yeah, improvement is always like, always a way to go far, that I require. And like, I think that you can judge me. I don't know. You are far better than me, and you can say me, you can advise me that what next I should do, where I am lacking. Because what happened that at the same time I'm not able to find out what mistakes I am doing. Like some point I
Exactly.
know that, yeah. So you can say me, like I want
Yes, I
to
can
take
understand there
your
is
suggestions.
always a space for improvement. Nobody is perfect and nobody can be perfect. I make a lot of
Mhm.
mistakes till now. It's been 4 years. I'm connected to this language. I chose this profession to train people. But then also, I cannot say sure that I'm speaking 100% correct English. It's very difficult to judge your own mistakes. But what is the better way? As you are an English teacher, it is easier for you to do conversations with the people sometimes. Record yourself and watch that video. When you would watch that video and take a notebook and write, listen to yourself carefully and write those mistakes which you did. I do that personally. Whenever I'm editing my videos, I listen to my own conversations and I try to understand that where I made mistake, and I write down in my notebook, and I make sure that next time at least I would focus on it, that I'm not
Yeah.
going to make this mistake again. So this is the process actually. So that's what I would recommend you to do conversations sometimes with the people. There are some Skype groups also. So then similar like WhatsApp groups, nowadays there are Skype groups where you can talk to the people and you can record your sessions, not for the YouTube, you can record for the general purpose, and you can watch your video to improve yourself and find your mistakes. So that practice
Okay.
you can do it whenever you get some times. Okay. So okay, moving on to another part. As you said, now you are living in the rented apartment. So what about, is it expensive, very expensive, or affordable? What do you think? How much do you
Yeah,
pay for it?
it's affordable. Like it's not much. Like I got a
Okay.
very good apartment. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
affordable and it's very good as well. All the basic necessities I have. The owner is very, kind, you can say. That if sometime I'm feeling ill or I'm not feeling well, they're asking what happened, what can we do. If you have not prepared something, you don't have make, food, you can come with us. They are inviting me for, for parties. If some birthday parties are there, anniversary party are there, so they are inviting. They are very good. They are very good.
They're friendly. Mhm.
They are friendly. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So it means they are living on ground floor and you are living on first floor, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So yeah, that's good to know. And what about, like, is it the top floor? Like, where are you living, or you have one another floor?
One another floor, and there one another
Then it's
teacher is
good.
living. Yeah.
Then it's
One
good. Otherwise,
another
it's very
family.
difficult
Yeah.
to manage in hot weather, especially in summers, if you're living in the top floor.
Top
So
floor.
it's
Yeah.
difficult. But on ground and first floor, it's easier and better than living on top floor. So on the people
Completely.
who are living on top floor, I feel it's compulsory for them to have air conditioner nowadays, because temperature is nowadays in summers 48, 49. So it is very difficult for people to bear that
I think
hotness.
not only for top floor, middle floor people also feeling the same. No, like when the
Yeah,
summer
but
season. Yeah.
comparison to them, of course, it's better. I'm living on ground floor, okay? And my
Okay.
friend, he used to live on top floor. So I used to say the same thing, like, why are you feeling like it's very hot or something, even though I live. So, but when I went
Yeah,
one
yeah.
day in the afternoon, I felt, oh my God, that's totally different. Living here, of course, even though I feel that hotness, but that is not, I feel really uncomfortable if you are on top floor. You would feel awkward
Mhm.
that what to do, what not to do. You would not be able to focus on
Yeah.
your things. Last time in June 2023, I lived on top floor for 15 days only. Oh my God, we were sick of that environment. So then I felt it's better to live on first, or like if there is no compulsion, better to live in ground or first or
Ground
second, not
floor.
live on top floor.
Completely
It's very
agree.
difficult.
Mhm. What
So yeah.
happened? Like I went to a relative in Gaya, and like a big AC is there, right? And they are living
Mhm,
in the top floor, the same. And what
mhm.
happened if for an half an hour also current is not there, light is cut? it's like, oh my god, even AC is not working there on
No,
top
yeah,
floor.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes
And
time. Even though my sister's house, they actually switch on the AC 15 or 20 minutes before they go to the room. Otherwise,
Mhm.
it's very difficult to be there in that beginning period. So first they go and they switch on the AC, then they go after 20 or 25 minutes, then they find it cool. Otherwise, top floor, it's very difficult. Yeah. I can understand on the first or ground floor, but if you have windows and ventilation properly on the first floor or ground floor, you would feel that environment would
Yeah,
be calm and composed and cool. So, but on top floor, even though you have that windows also, then also it's very difficult because heat
absolutely.
strokes and heat waves are there. Okay,
There is a
so
great difference.
mhm,
There is a
exactly.
great
So
difference in ground and top floor. Yeah.
exactly, why not? Of course. So at this moment, I'm not left with any question for you. If you do have any question for me, yes, you can ask.
Yes, Asutosh, I want to know like what works the most to grow of your channel. Like what things you realize works the most. I want to know.
First thing, you have to improve yourself as a content creator. That is very important because people are not going to like the same content which you used to create 4 years ago. So improvement
Mm-hmm.
in your style and your knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
everything matters. And second thing, consistency. Consistency matters a lot. And it's been 4 years. I try my level best to be consistent, and I have been uploading videos, not every day, but at least 2 or 3 videos in a week. So these are the two things which are very important. And third, to make content on right topics, that what people need. So it is very important to find, because it is a business, somewhat business.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to understand what people want from you and that you have to provide to them. And if you're able to do these three things, you're able to level up your skills. You are able to be consistent, and you're able to provide what people and audience wants. For sure, you are going to get more people.
Yeah.
I have a very small YouTube channel. Actually, I do not have a lot of things to share, but of course, even though I am trying my level best to improve myself as a content creator as much as I can.
Yeah, and this is a very good thing also. Like when I read the comments, people are, in your channel, they are giving comments. It
Mhm.
was like it is a great help also. Like people are learning lots of things from you and they are improving. They are connecting with you and your humble nature. Like
Okay,
the way
thank you
you are
so much. It's their kindness. Mhm.
and it's true, Asutosh. It's not like flattery, it's completely true. It's from my heart.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for your compliment. Okay. So thank you so much, ma'am. It was really nice talking to you, and all the best. And try your level best to become a best teacher as much as you can, because teacher
Yes,
means
sure.
also being a student always. So if you are a teacher, you have to learn a lot of methods and techniques. That being a student only you can learn things, but being a teacher you have to learn many methods to make all of your students understand everything whatever you want to. So keep learning new things, and all the best, and congratulations to you again for this job. So thank you so much, and many thanks to you for joining me today. It was really
Thank
nice
you.
talking to you.
For me also, it was a lovely session with you. Thank you, Asutosh.
Okay, thank you.